BBC Radio News.
From BBC News.
Hello, this is BBC News, the headlines. The US Senate has approved without opposition a $2 trillion rescue package to stimulate the country's sagging economy and rush federal funds to medical centers struggling to respond to the coronavirus outbreak. The US now has over 68,000 confirmed cases of the virus. Spain has now recorded more coronavirus deaths than China, the cradle of the pandemic. 738 people with the virus died in the past day, taking the total to more than 3,600. The country's deputy prime minister has also tested positive for the virus. And the Australian man accused of the mass murder of Muslim worshippers in Christchurch in New Zealand just over a year ago has changed his plea to guilty. During an unscheduled hearing via video link, Brenton Tarrant admitted killing 51 people. He also admitted 40 charges of attempted murder.
Okay, so I'm off on my shopping trip to go and get some supplies. So the roads are very quiet. I'm just going to have a little look around. But I said I'm still just coming out of my village, so we'll see what the motorway is going to look like in a minute. I'm making my way into Cardiff, just outside Cardiff, so somebody walking a dog there. So I'm interested to see what movement's about today, and then we'll have a look in the supermarket as well. So there's plenty of people walking their dogs. Okay, so I'm about to get onto the motorway. It's about 500 yards down here. Yeah, the roads are very quiet, as I expected them to be. There's a lot of working related vehicles on the road, so there's a few cars dotted about, but I've never seen it this quiet in my lifetime. Well, that's a lie actually. I can remember the roads being like this when I was young, because there wasn't so many cars about then. Because I remember there was only like 2 cars in the whole street when I was growing up, and we were lucky that my father had one of those. It was an old Anglia actually, but here we go. We're just coming up to the roundabout now. Wow. I don't even have to look, there's nothing coming. Let's get down on the motorway and see what the traffic is like down here. A couple of lorries, more lorries, vans. There's a lot of just transport by the looks of it. There's a few cars here and there, like myself, going out to get some food. But oh, there's a convoy here. There's a convoy in front of me, and a military convoy in front of me. Wow. There's actually a military convoy in front of me. I can't video it too long because just in case I get pulled over. There was a military convoy there, and I didn't want them to see me video it. I shouldn't have done that anyway because I'm driving, but that was a strange thing to see. In fact, I wasn't expecting to see that this morning, and there's quite a few of them there, and they're all spaced apart, obviously, just in case. There must be procedures. But on looking at the motorway, it's mainly just transport vehicles. There's a few cars, as I said. So okay, so the next stop now is Asda in Cardiff, which is where I'm going. So we'll see how many people are there and see the state of the actual superstore, because I need to get some provisions in today. And we'll see you there. Let's go for it. Let's run the gauntlet that is the shop. have to say that was one of the hardest things I have done for quite a long time. I would say 80% of people in that store are not following the regulations. They're bumping into each other. Even the colleagues, they're standing in groups of 3. It's just unbelievable. So I'm glad I'm out of there. Actually, I tested my heart rate as I was going around there, and it was over 100. And it's currently, what's my heart rate now? It's now coming down. Now I'm sitting in the car. It's now coming down. Stressful thing. That's it. I'm not doing any shopping now for at least a fortnight. I'm not. There's no way. I got one shop left to go to, and then that's me done.